If we're being honest, 2024 was definitely for the plot. Definitely for the plot. Baby, each month I was going through something that I did not have no business going through. That was impossible for me to go through. That I ain't never pictured myself going through it. You couldn't pay me to go through 2024 again. And I'm talking about, you can give me, I could be Bill Gates rich. If you asked me to go through this year again, I wouldn't, baby. I would still be poor. I do not care. During the year 2024, a lot of people kept complaining. Like, I'll see some videos on my FYP talking about and complaining about the year and how tough and difficult it has been. And then I was just thinking, like, before I started seeing all those videos, I was just thinking, oh, this year is actually rough. Like, is it something that I'm just the only one experiencing? And then I realized that there's just so many people saying it. And it's like, yeah. Plus, the experiences will actually make you know, like, when you hear people's experience and what they've dealt with through the year, then you would realize and understand it. Because, I know a lot of times we always complain about every year, all the time. But we're going to be checking out people's videos about struggles of 2024 and how excited they are to, like, just be over with it and having a hope for this new year and hoping it's better than the previous year. But before we get right into this video, please make sure you click the like button. It helps with the algorithm and I appreciate that so much. Let's get right into it.
Does anyone else feel like they're absolutely fucking drowning financially?
I'm glad you asked. And it's not dark just because it's nighttime. Oh no. It's dark because I have no electricity in my crib right now. And no, I'm not joking. I am not joking at all. So, I definitely feel the struggle, Not joking. See that? It's 59 degrees up in this motherfucker. Oh, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. But I've already done the crying, so I'm at a point of laughing. I make $27 an hour. I make too much to qualify for any rental assistance, electricity assistance, and I never get sick. I think I'm just getting sick because the stress is causing my immune system to deplete. But it's alright, I'm a grown-ass man. I'll get it taken care of, don't worry.
And with that, the 2024 season is
fucking end, finally! Oh my god, that was horrible! Who are these people kidding, huh? This was not a good year, alright? It went bad for everybody. Life sucks! It sucks here!
Does anyone else feel like they're absolutely...
Everybody keeps saying the same thing. This was the worst year of my life. Everybody keeps saying this was the worst year ever, dog. And then you start thinking to yourself, all right, maybe they exaggerating. Then they tell you the story. You're like, oh, that do sound like the worst year ever. Buddy at the gas station talking about he got divorced, remarried, and divorced again to the same woman all in 1 year. I'm like, bro, what? He's like, yeah, man. First time she left, she took half of everything. The second time she left, she took half of my half. Left me with a fourth of the mobile home. I'm like, God damn. My boy out here sleeping, eating, and cooking out the bathroom. Whew, man. Then he gonna talk about, but she say she want to give it a shot one more time. I said, man, if you don't leave that lady alone, bro. Leave that lady alone. You ain't gonna have nothing. What you gonna have? You gonna have an eighth left? It ain't that serious, big dog. Anyway, man, I say all that to say, dog, you don't know what people going through. If there's ever been a time to be nice to people, now is the time. You don't know what people going through. I done heard some crazy stories. Man, I just want to send positive energy to everybody going into 2025. We're going to have a better year next year.
If 2024 has been the worst year for you, like it's been the biggest nightmare, know this. There is nothing the world loves more to see than an awesome comeback story. 2020 was my year of hell, okay? COVID, coming out of a 10-year abusive marriage, divorce, custody battle went broke, said ex-husband dies, 2 grieving kids, mom gets pancreatic cancer, dog dies, boyfriend leaves, all in 6 weeks. All of that in 6 weeks. My nervous system collapsed. I became disabled from vestibular migraine, which is a rare form of migraine. Nobody knew how to treat it. They said, yes, this can be lifelong. I literally could not see, barely could walk, could barely function and take care of my kids. I was draining every resource humanly possible to hire people to help me with my kids. I literally could not function. I thought my life was over. I got down on my knees and I said, God, I cannot take one more thing. Please have mercy on me. I do not understand why all of this has happened to me. I cannot function. I cannot live my life. I am on death's doorstep here. And I've got 2 kids and I'm their only parent left. You have to help me. And God said to me, listen, I know you never really believed that much in me. I know we don't really know each other that well. But I promise you, if you focus on getting to know me, I'm going to change this all around for you. I was like, whoa, okay. So what I did was I sought God. I ran after him hard. I isolated myself. I kept to myself for 8 solid months, did nothing but listen to sermons, read my Bible, praise the Lord in every circumstance. And let me tell you about my life now. My bank account had been drained to zero. Now I have $1 million business. I was insanely unhealthy and sick, probably the healthiest I've ever been. I have the best body I've ever had. My kids, who were very, very much in grief and trauma, have really recovered, have thrived, are emotionally intelligent, strong, ambitious, loving, kind children. I went from being totally alone to God bringing me the most amazing husband that loves me in a way that I could never imagine. My mom has been in remission from pancreatic cancer for 5 years almost now. Of course, I'll always miss my dog, but I have another little dog and a big dog now, and they are precious. I live in and have decorated my dream home. I get to do for a living something that I am so unbelievably passionate about, and it helps people, and it fulfills the kingdom, and it's made me financially successful. I wouldn't change anything about my life. So I'm not bragging. I'm just here to tell you that I was in the depths of hell. The depths of freaking hell, and during COVID, okay, where you couldn't even go out freaking side. I wanted to, and I just couldn't because my kids would have been orphans. So if this has been your year of hell, just know, seek him with all your freaking heart. Go after it so freaking hard. Cut everybody else out that doesn't bring you an ounce of peace, and you go after the ultimate peacemaker, and you watch him, because his promise to redeem your life is so beyond true, and I've seen it happen in so many people that have done this that I know it to be true. God has come through for me so freaking hard so many times now in that last 4 years.
You could not pay me to do this year again. Somebody came and they offered me $1 million and they said, you just have to relive 2024. I'd be like, keep it. I don't want your money. I actually don't. You can't put a price on this. That was hell.
I never wanted a year to end so badly.
Yeah.
And that sounds so negative, and I mean it like that. I maybe had 5 things that were great this year. I know this isn't our recap episode, but I just need to speak on it. It was so dreadful. The summer was awful. The spring was awful. Fall is awful. It's every day gets more and more miserable.
Winter is your month.
Full Bailey with Game of Thrones. Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
And I'm not prepared.
The North remembers.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, at this point,
Put me on the wall.
It's gotten so bad that I honestly love that the sun goes down early. I'm thank God. I'm just this much closer to bed.
You get it now. You get it.
That is when I know, this is the first year where I'm not oh my God, it's starting. I'm like,
yes,
get
exactly.
out of here.
Sometimes I start I'll sit at my kitchen island and I'll just put my hands in my head and just sob, and then after I'm done I'll just crack up because it truly is a joke.
2024 was the worst year of my life. I went through extortion. I had to move. I went through heartbreak. I went through loss. I've seen people overdose. I've had problems. I've seen substance abuse. I went through so much shit in 2024, and I'm still here in a place that I told you guys a year ago I was going to go to. Even if I had to go by myself, I still did it. Even if I cried in Thailand because of my breakup, even if I worked 18-hour days, I still got the job done. So no matter what you're going through in 2024, 2025 is going to be your year, and I'm proof. I went through the worst of the worst this year, and it took so many losses. Was backstabbed, talked about like a dog, dragged on the internet, and left for dead. But I still got up every day and I tried my best. So if you needed a sign or an example, I'm it. I am proof.
2024 was a hard year for you. I want you to listen to this. You are more than the circumstances that you faced in 2024. You are more than the grief. You are more than the failures. You are more than the rejections. You are more. We are coming up on a brand new year. And although some of your circumstances may be going into the new year with you, I hope that you have hope in the new year. Because there are new people, new relationships, new joy, new experiences to be had that are waiting for you to get to them. And if this year was horrible, if this year was painful, know that you've got a future ahead of you, filled with joy, with people who want you to get there, who want to meet you, who want to love on you. You just have to make it. So keep pushing, because this year is almost over. And next year can be your year. It could be the year that everything turns around. But I need you to start believing that that could happen. Because we create most of the reality we live in here. So keep fighting, keep going, because you've got this.
The things that my eyes have seen in the year 2024 and the things that I went through in that year, entirely throughout the year and each month, things that just kept unfolding and things that just kept happening. If someone told me I was going to experience those things years before that, I would have said that's a total lie. I would have never believed it. Or as it was happening, I'm just surprised, shocked, opening my mouth like, how on earth is this happening to me? So like I would say, like, I thought 2020, 2021, during the COVID, I thought those years were actually the bad years of my life. Like those years were terrible, but 2024 actually gets the win. And I'm just hoping, like, the way I have so much hope that this year doesn't look like that and that this year becomes a good testimony. Like, God, I'm just hoping, because the things that I went through, oh my God. Anyways, like, we're thankful at the end of the day. Like, there's really so much, like, despite having a lot of challenges in every year, like, there's still some things you could be thankful about. Like, there are some stuff, especially being alive, like, I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful. So I'm grateful for, I had some good things happen, but some of the things that I went through were actually the first and very shocking. Let's be positive and let's hope for a better year. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. Please don't forget to click the like button. It helps with the algorithm and I appreciate that so much. And subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.